Grad rockets landing as this Special Forces fire team tries to push in. Medic trying to get their buddies up. Frag rounds just landing in front of them on the other side of the berm. Abrams and oh no! UB-32 tears through the fire team. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And this one we have what you guys have been asking for, Global Escalation. Yes, this is the first time we've officially done a Global Escalation Eye in the Sky, and it's with the US Special Forces attacking and invading Basrah, defended by the AQ Insurgents. I'm not going to elaborate on what that is because the internet is weird, and sometimes, although a lot of you guys are normal in the comments, sometimes you guys are not so normal in the comments. So there are a lot of cool factions in the Global Escalation mod, and if you're wondering where you can play this mod, this was all recorded on my server, the Potato Fields Global Escalation. Yes, we don't just have regular squad servers where we can all play at, we also have modded servers. So if you see this, it looks cool and you want to join in, come join us on the Potato Fields Global Escalation. But also what I was super excited to see in this round of Eye in the Sky was that not only are we getting the cool factions, we're getting the cool weapons, the new vehicles, all that type of stuff, but both of these teams played a hell of a game. It's over an hour long and you actually had squad. There's a tendency for these modded games to kind of just devolve into chaos. People just want to do team deathmatch, just play around with all the new toys. No, this wasn't the case at all, and not only do we have some good infantry, we had amazing fire support, great vehicle battles, good attacks, good defense. It was just a great game of invasion, and I think you guys are going to love it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction that you'd like to see in the next one, especially if it is Global Escalation. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I stream every weekday. But that's enough of me. Enjoy the modded Eye in the Sky, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the video. Peace. All right, Eye in the Sky, and this is Global Escalation Basrah. Basrah Invasion V2 USSF AQINS. And if you don't know what that means, well, we are doing Global Escalation, the very first Global Escalation on the channel here, with the United States Special Forces up against the AQ Insurgents. I'm not going to use the other word because people get weird on the internet. But they're just insurgents. They're AQ. You know, it's like GQ. It's like a fashion magazine. That's exactly where they're from and what they're fighting for. So U.S. Special Forces. This is a Global Escalation mod. It's on our server, the Potato Fields Global Escalation. Very, very popular mod. You guys have been asking me for ages to cover it. And here we go. We're on board with the U.S. Special Forces in the usual northeast side of Basrah. First point over to Basrah Airport, then Highway Bridge, over to VCP, Al-Khora Mosque, and then Lower Fringe. They have so many vehicles. You got the MGS, an Abrams, a couple Bradleys, Lav 25s, Matt V's with like miniguns on it, a Blackhawk with miniguns on it. Look at these freaking vans. I mean, it is going to be very explosive. A lot of vehicles, a lot of chaos, and then they're up against the our GQ Insurgents that have a bunch of other UAZs, BMP-1, MTLB, BRDM, T-62, a bunch of techies, a grad. It's going to be chaotic, precision bombing works and we are officially going in. I'm excited. It didn't work. I am excited. We'll see how it goes.
Control me like that, bro. That's not cool.
And look at this rollout. The Lav 25 with the Bradleys and the Abrams. I mean, dude, this is I love it. I absolutely love it.
Pushing up very close to me too. Yeah.
And good drive smoke. They're heading straight for the point, and the Abrams, I think he fires at the T-62 right at the gate, and that is a T-62. So they need to watch their south side of the T-62 pushes up. And now you have some fire right on the point itself. And oh my goodness, I don't know if that was an RPG or what, but just barely misses that transport. Infantry just inside the hangars for the Insurgents, and whoa, they are just rolling right in. Good smoke to cover up the infantry that are about to dismount, and they are not taking any time to get on the airport. Infantry all over, and they've just dismounted in the smoke. More LAVs coming in. Lav 25, there's multiple, and now you see them. The second thing of smoke. That's awesome. Just great teamwork here.
Watch out.
As infantry now pushing over, and we're about to get some close quarters fighting here.
Watch Ontario. Watch Ontario.
And here you go. Lav 25 takes a few pot shots at the AA truck. Not going to do much, just because they weren't able to just get enough burst fire into it. But these Lavs are just going to tear through anything if it just gets a chance. All this Insurgent armor. I think the strongest thing they have is that T-62 way off on the south side. B&P also fairly lightly armored. And infantry now trying to push in. We're going to turn on our outline so you can see just exactly where they have to push. There's a rectangular prism. That first capture area gas tank is getting lit up by the Lav with Dos Volt and Dupe. But east side now is breached by the U.S. Special Forces as a tank round flies right over, and ooh, ATGM just flies right by from the Bradley here. Insurgents are pretty much, they're being like corralled into this one building. Lav now coming up on the western side, and wait, he's actually going to swap to the AA gun? He is! He's swapping to the AA gun, and that can still do a whole bunch of damage. Lav 25 has to smoke and run. I cannot believe Insurgent is still alive on that thing. And AA truck, I think they're going to try to keep it up and move. He is still up. But this is what we got here. Oh, and that's Grad? Oh my goodness, Grad fire. That is exactly where the Special Forces have started to push in. Grad is landing right in the middle of the airstrip, and you can see just bodies from the U.S. Special Forces littering. Words are hard. Literally littering. Good alliteration. Grads landing smack dab in the middle of the objective, and this is incredibly accurate fire. You can see, look at all the bodies, those red rectangles. That is a player who is downed and needs to get revived. The Grad has just opened up, and now some UB-32 rockets as well. Oh, Carlos takes one, and is just peppering the attack. Just great indirect fire from the Insurgents right now. But they're still, Insurgents are being kind of buttoned up. You can see Bill Clinton, Despresso, Espresso, Mr. Bonsai, Mr. Cheese, Kato. All these guys are now starting to get stuck into the main building on the point. I believe they have a second hab. They do. One hab is right around here in the hangars. The other one is out east. And it looks like we have some type of, I think, tank. Oh, see, Abrams actually. Abrams, he's managed to get on the flank of the T-62. T-62 doesn't even know what's hitting them. They're not even moving, and for whatever reason, they go for the track first, the Abrams. T-62 still searching. And he's now swapping targets actually to the B&P. I don't know if this is a smart move or not. He's gonna pop the B&P. T-62 still has no idea what's going on. B&P needs one more shot to pop, and the Abrams deflects it. Unbelievable. Abrams still hasn't killed a single vehicle yet. B&P not even looking. There it goes. B&P finally pops, and now the T-62 is going to be in its sights, and there it goes. T-62 finally takes a shot, but it dumps it short. Abrams decides to finally start moving. Going to rock back and forth, going to push up and try to take a shot, and get smacked by that T-62. Good shots by the... Oh, and now is another round coming in from the south side. Abrams might have taken way too much time. And he's now shooting. Oh, the ammo rack! Unbelievable! Oh, wait, no, it's not an ammo rack. It's a Lav 25 is actually using its autocannon to take shots. And what is going on? Is this an MTLB? Abrams decides to just kill something. The T-62 is your threat. How are you not playing, or not just finishing it off? He's like, he's playing with his food here. Abrams still needs to finish off the T-62. And there it goes. Finally sends a round right through the lower hull. And it might have taken him a bit too long, but T-62 goes down, BMP goes down, but we are still fighting over the airport here. 270 tickets for the special forces here. Al-Qaeda. Oh, it's another one. Abrams
Cabin radio marked accurate.
gets one shot into it and he's on fire and misses his second one. Second T-62 fires into the Abrams turret. Not dead yet. And there it goes. T-62 does finally pop. Unbelievable. Abrams just really taking their time when it comes to killing anything out here. And now he's... Oh, hold on a second.
T-62, both of them are down. We killed one.
There is an SPG UAZ you can see just in the center of your screen here. And he's trying to track the Abrams. Rolls back a bit, and I don't think he's going to have much of a shot at all. So we're going to move right back to our airport fight, because that is the fight that counts. 263 tickets to 780. The U.S. have now breached the eastern side. You can see the helicopter as well, dropping off some supplies. He does have the miniguns on the side, but no door gunners at the moment. Grad once again landing, and that is incredibly accurate fire. Michael goes down. Just great grad fire. Good indirect comms by the insurgents here. Now infantry trying to push up and work here. They need to try to breach this, but there's so much smoke. He's just running right into the smoke. And they're making more smoke. Insurgents are just on the other side, just west of the push from the U.S. Special Forces right now. We have Dr. Sky holding it. Thank pushing up as well. Ride the Fallen gets knocked just on the outside breach here. Oh, and the Lav actually, with their high explosive round, able to pepper the insurgent infantry, holding this corner. Just really good support by the vehicles right now for American infantry. And they are slowly but surely working their way into that radio room.
Good mark.
Not going to be able to jump through that window, but he's going to try. And US, I don't think they've started capping just yet, but more grad fire is incredibly close. And the cap now, it is finally going. Basrah Airport just, it keeps flipping on and off, about 90% to cap right now. Carl Gustav popped up just on that northern entrance so more infantry can get onto the objective. Once again, here is the actual capture zone, this rectangular prism, and it's just ended up being a meat grinder on the south side of this objective. Really good UB-32s now, just keeping the indirect fire on the objective. infantry just have really nowhere to go. Insurgents now pushing up. We got Tommy Kill pushing the corner. Janitor Paper firing back. And he holds it. Janitor Paper clearing out the south side of the buildings. But I don't think it's going to matter much because the grads are landing accurately on that position. Look at just the bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And oh my goodness, you got also a mortar barrage. One of the most effective mortar barrages I think I've seen. Almost everybody on the objective for the Americans are donezo. 243 tickets to 728. They still have plenty of tickets to work with.
Brothers, if you could just push on to the point and
But they're not really getting anywhere.
that's all we need to win. Half their arm's dead, so you have nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna go after the grad. I'm
Lab
going after the
25. Oh, what did he say? He's going to go after the grad.
Have fun with that, dude.
Someone's trying to deal with these, this indirect fire. SPG techies now on the southwest side. And this is pretty much all the armor that's left for the insurgents.
Forward to the base station, by the way. You have enough supplies for it.
Yeah, I'll put one up by,
SPG dialing it in. Oh my God, field goal! Skies it!
Too high.
Need to redial it in.
West side of airport.
Insurgents just learning how their weaponry works. Oh, nearly got it. It's a little further.
Close. Got it? Close?
Hey, Armor, I'm at you guys at the rim station, west side.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna peek up in the lab is now, he's got to be on target. He's actually trying to tag the other SPG. Oh, right at the top of the turret, actually. Finally nails it, but he needs to reload quick. I think that turret might actually be disabled for the LAV.
Don't move.
Trying to just barely turn it, and oh my, how do you change the distance?
Lab, we're gonna take it up for you. And then I need you to give us a ride in.
Lav might get a free kill here. As the insurgents, they just have no idea what they're doing. This is incredible. They are not qualified on this weapons platform at all.
Where we were just now, you can shoot into their hat.
I'm getting shot from like via G. I'm getting shot by a light vehicle from the right side, I think.
I'm trying to understand what he wants to do. I think he's trying to maybe get his buddy back up, but he's just gonna get absolutely shredded by both the Bradley and the Lav, and he's does a quick turnaround, and this is gonna be the end of his little SPG mission here. Oh, he has an RPG actually.
There's someone close to Kilo. It's 8. Careful, someone is close to me. Tried it.
Nearly is able to pull the trigger, just waited a little too long, and there you go. UAZ is finally gonna go down. Very routine in the end when it when it comes to it. Lav. I mean, you just, I am speechless. Go to a training range and figure out your SPG ranges, guys. Oh, could have easily had that that vehicle killed, and now 216 tickets to 695.
Squad is asking us to rush.
Uh-oh, hold on a second. That is a drone. I'm not seeing any IEDs on it. So Insurgent's drone just surveying the battlefield as the Bradley and infantry push up. And now you got a massive amount of more Uni-32 rockets coming in. Oh, and he's throwing the anti-tank grenade. Anti-tank grenade lands directly on kind of that driver hatch. More grad fire just off in the distance, off to our front left, just smacking the Special Forces point. And RPG from the window. Bradley's just still shrugging it off. Just trying to keep all this infantry suppressed, but you can see insurgents in the building are right across the way here, just trying to get a little bit of eyes on. Now concealing the smoke, infantry are going to push through and try to clear it. Close quarters fighting here. As now Ride the Fallen, I was going to say the only one up, but he is now down. Grad fire, UB32, and now Grad. Helicopter landing pretty much right in the middle of Grad fire. But this artillery, this indirect, has just been incredible for the Insurgents. And, ooh, RPG just barely misses. Helicopter did a little nose scoot around as he drops the supplies and he gets out of there. I am shocked if they haven't capped this just yet. And we're going to be getting supposedly... Oh, here it is. This is I don't know if it's an Apache. I actually don't know what type of a helicopter gunship they have. Now, Special Forces coming in with an attack helicopter gun run on the position. And the rocket pods land, and they are just softening up that for the infantry. Good rocket strike from the Americans. And the airfield is open. That was right on their spawn. And only a handful. We got Robin Willie. Really?
Alright. Rocket strike was good. They are all stuck in the building.
Big Mark also up now. And just only a few more actually in the objective. But they are also just stuck in this building. It should be just about captured or just about neutral now. And just 90%. This has been a tough point for U.S. Special Forces.
Year 1, they literally can only be in the building on my observer. Can you just pound it?
And that... It looks like they've wiped them. Insurgents are officially wiped on the objective. No other infantry. They are going to call in a mortar barrage, the Insurgents. And that's going to at least try to kill... Oh, there you go. Mortars open up. That should at least take out a few tickets. Shady, Dropskin, Darkstar, Sonder, Filthy Sheriff, and you just have to watch your...
Someone is really close.
You just have to watch your movement here with this mortars. And Helicopter somehow also gets hit. We're gonna take a look way south and see what they got. So airport is pretty much uncontested at the moment.
He's still shooting me. He's really close.
Helicopter finally goes down. I think that was some 50 cal. There's a couple UAZs way out southeast. Might have been able to. Ooh, there you go. I push blind kids. All right, that's karma.
Getting ready to neutralize.
Hey, that's why he died. It's straight karma.
Inside of the half building, we're just taking it direct.
Great job. We got the objective.
Neutralize.
Mortar's still opening up, but you can hear that on comms. Neutralized. Airfield has become neutral. There is nobody nearby for the Insurgents to even contest this, and that will be just about that. Radio also on bleed out, 179 tickets to 638. So ultimately, I don't want to say costly, since it was a little less than half, but it was a very long push from the U.S., nearly half an hour.
Just took out the enemy flag. The enemy flag is down.
Armored Techie now pushing up, and I don't know what they're trying to do with this. You have a Lav, you have a Bradley, you have an Abrams.
I think I saw them on the G4. So if you guys want to prepare.
Well, that was one way to do it. Oh, and headshot immediately. Special Forces, Johnny on the spot with that. They have their eyes focused on the eastern side. And a handful of infantry for Insurgents. They're going to try to... Ooh, frag round lands just a little short of that infantry. They don't want to go down without a fight, and at the end of it, you might have just lost a vehicle. Not quite sure how they're going to be able to re-secure that. Frag round goes in towards the tower on the southwest side of the objective, but captured. Airport has been captured. So now you have the LAV coming in, and they're gonna just have I think a field day with this. There's a handful of infantry against an entire U.S. Special Forces team with LAV support. Maybe one more RPG round, and he sends it right into the base of the truck. That 14.5 can actually tear through the LAV if he shoots it. Tries to reload, I think, but he gets shot off. I'm not quite sure if the insurgents have ever fired any type of weapons before. Whether it's this Dishka, whether it's the SPG, I'm starting to believe that all of these insurgents are not qualified whatsoever. I have a sinking suspicion. And he goes down. Wiki now running the top of the Heskos, and he should see Poke. And, oh, just misses him. Oh, now he's... Oh, actually run over. There he goes down, and oh, mortars now landing. Oh, that's friendly mortars. Madman actually killed by his own friendly mortars. There you go. And, well, that is going to be it. Oh, never mind. Hold on a second. Oh, no, those were actually enemy mortars. Those were American mortars. So good effect.
Tank with the mud. Let's go and get out of here.
I don't quite know what the idea behind this is.
If you're near your squad 9 leader.
You got an RPG and an auto rifle. They're trying to do. I honestly, I can't explain it. It's
No, I was sorry. I was bullshit on the other.
Hey,
I think they just lost one. Yep.
push
Oh, yep. There it goes. You should definitely call your IEDs 3 minutes after the objective has been cleared. A little too late on those IEDs. That could have been nice 5 minutes ago. And now insurgents once again. I think they're gonna lose another truck.
We're ready. Where do you need armor support?
Going to F459.
SPG took it up.
Second truck
Oh my gosh.
is lost, and now, well, we'll have to see. This is the new objective area.
I'm not sure.
Already being mortared by the airfield mortar fob.
You guys ready?
259 tickets to 572. Mortars are just pounding the objective.
By the way.
And you can see it's a large objective too. We're gonna wander on over towards this BMP-1 here for a second.
You guys gonna start pushing the point? I see.
BMP-1. This BMP-1 should have heard the LAV-25. You hear that cannon, and well, you also have a helicopter just taking off. Right off there, 3 o'clock. Helicopter should be coming into view now. Gunner hasn't seen it just yet. And he's still not going to see it. Helicopter is literally in front of them. BMP is looking the wrong way.
Yeah, really.
He's hovering too.
Like a bunch of them running in the desert.
Oh my goodness, I wish I could just yell at him.
Hey, BMP.
Oh! Oh! The RPG actually shot him! No way! RPGs from way downtown actually ended up taking out the helicopter, and the BMP is left not even realizing what happened.
That's
Great shots from Insurgent anti-tank. And now it's been long enough, the T-62 has finally rolled back up.
I can still see him. He has no clue you're there, squad 10.
And
He's there for sure.
the LAV-25.
He's around my observer. I can't mark him, but I'm seeing it.
LAV-25 hearing on command comms. that there is something around
He's
where this
peeking
BMP is. And he is choosing the long flank around. And especially now with that main gun firing. There he is, LAV. The Lab 25 should have a really easy kill here. You should hear that cannon.
Alright, it's exactly on 2 observe, exactly on 2 observe.
Lab is coming in hot. And the BMP, oh, he actually gets blasted by the Abrams as well, and that's going to be it. Easy kill in the end. Sandwiched between an Abrams and a Lab 25, and the Abrams nearly takes the turret off his own Lab 25.
Yeah, BMP 2 or 1 is dead.
Very, very easy kill in the end. And now you're going to have
LAV to pick us up here.
some type of Alamo situation with your fob.
Trapped where?
Insurgents. This is the capture area again, this rectangular prism.
3, 2, 1.
245 tickets to 552. I'm honestly just worried a little bit that I think the Insurgents might actually run out of tickets very early on.
We're on the way.
Lab hit. Ooh, and that was, I think he was actually hit by the T-62.
There's a hat, like, on more. Let's go to it. Watch out for the hat. It's marked up here.
You also have the M1128. Ooh, and hold on a second. What was that? As one dead Humvee just one shot by the T-62, and the T-62, how are neither one of these crews seeing each other? T-62 right in the center of our screen. He's scanning at something. I think he should see. Oh, RPG hits the Mat V right in front of us, moving right to left, and now the Abrams is going to rock up. Infantry is still trying to move into position to take the highway bridge area, and it's allowing all these vehicles to just try and move around,
Hey, can you bring my squad
reposition.
in, to the fight from main there?
T-62. Oh, he gets shot by the Abrams.
Take on my observe. Engaging.
Abrams, just wonderful movement, gets to the side of that T-62, peeks out, and that T-62 is tracked and dead to rights. T-62 hasn't even returned fire yet. He's now actually taking a shot at the Bradley, and it hasn't hit him. Another round going to the side of the T-62, and this is just going to be one more easy kill by this Abrams crew. Right through the front plate there. And nearly gets a shot that can track him, but the T-62 is still not dead. Abrams needs to finish this off, and that should be it. Finally does. Pins right through that lower hole. And Abrams took a good shot in its kind of front right. Very lucky not to get tracked. But ultimately, very, very easy in the end. So one T-62
What's with this tank marker for?
destroyed. And now if we look at the map, just a whole bunch of armor and infantry starting to push on that north side. Insurgents are starting to get surrounded. Oh, you got a party bus here. A little lightly armored convoy now pushing up the coastline. And they're just, oh no! The minigun opens up and Insurgents in the tree line. And this is the worst place they could have dismounted. Literally no cover in the middle of the open here. The berm just protecting the Insurgents, and nearly half the squad already dead on the ground. Minigun trying to lay down some more fire, and they're setting up. They've actually set up a hab right in the middle here.
Light vehicle on
minigun opening up and just keeping the heads down on the point. I was going to say TX Venom finally makes it up, but he doesn't. Just getting absolutely shredded in the field. 227 tickets to 502. But the Abrams and the MGS, they're just laying down hate on this fob. Need to keep them suppressed so Insurgents can do more, and that's another BMP. Ooh. And that's what it just hit. BMP actually pops an ATGM and nearly knocks out the Bradley. Another BMP way out in the field. As the Grad now comes in, and the Grad has dialed him in. Look at all those bodies. Americans just splattered in the field. They have nowhere to hide if this artillery is on point. Oh, and speaking of on point, UB-32s, just tear them up. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Americans have nowhere to go. More rockets coming in, and this is the Grad. Oh, and it actually knocked the radio. You can see the sparks popping off. But there's just bodies everywhere. Americans getting torn to shreds. And more rockets coming in. The Grad about to land, and there it goes. Right. That nailed, I think, another 3 or 4 infantry direct. And that's allowing the infantry in the hab area for the Insurgents to get back up. And now they drop a frag round. RPG frag knocks out March or Die. Grad rockets landing as this Special Forces fire team tries to push in. Medic trying to get their buddies up. Frag rounds just landing in front of them on the other side of the berm. Abrams and oh no! UB-32 tears through the fire team, and the medic is down as well. Only one remaining, and he doesn't even have a rifle. Oh, he's healing himself for a second. Medic. Honestly, if he is a medic, he should turn back around, goes full auto and against an Insurgent with some blue jeans. And he really needs to get his buddies up. But he's going Rambo. He's trying to do everything by himself. Good shots into the dome of the Insurgent in the entryway. Now you have some buddies coming up for support. Need to watch their left side, though. That has not been cleared. Patrick Thompson pushing up. Ooh, good underhand grenade, but just not far enough. And it's going to hit the roof on both of them. Ultimately doing nothing. Patrick Thompson pushing in. Natural whiff. Oh, and they trade. More rockets landing. And El Jefe Grande just dodging those explosions as more fire team members, or squad members rather, push up. Ooh, and they get knocked by a BMP. BMP round. It's the first one. March or Die hits the deck, has to bandage, and now they're just sitting ducks here. And getting shredded by that BMP coax machine gun. Patrick Thompson has to give up El Jefe Grande es no mas. And now you have the Lab 25 trying to push in. And he's just tearing through the openings here. Infantry, they need to get their RPGs up. And speaking of RPG 29, this tandem round, you got the big boy. He's not going to fire in time. No, he misses. RPG actually, that was an RPG 7 though. It doesn't miss, goes right through the engine. And that is not where you want to be stuck. Lab 25 stuck on the south side of the objective area now. And you can see the RPG boy kind of parkouring around, and they're out the backside. Another RPG. followed up by the T62, and the lab is donezo. Bit off a little bit more than they could chew. And now the MGS, that striker, actually popping off a white phosphorus in order to conceal this bridgeway. Good concealment.
There's 3 marks. Which one's accurate?
Probably the one most
And
recent, like, over here,
Americans
because we got
still
stopped in
trying
that
to
direction.
push in. They just not able to breach. 154 tickets now to 437. Both teams have lost about 100 tickets since this has become an objective area. Explosions just peppering the objective. And North Highway, you got to give the devs credit. This rework has been incredible. Helicopter flying right into the point as now mortars are trying to soften it up for the infantry. And this helicopter has to be very careful as RPGs fly right by. And I think they're trying to figure out exactly where the T62 is. Right off their front, they're doing almost like a drive-by T62.
Can we get more?
This might be an easy fly swat for him. He's got a shot and just misses. T62 just missing that helicopter and the Blackhawk. Oh, but he's going to run into an AA gun. AA over the city, and they're going down. That's a full helicopter crashing on the south side of Basrah. Dodges one insurgent vehicle, not able to dodge a second. Oh, and that just cooks off. Everything blowing up in Basrah. T62 with a fantastic turret pop. And we are all the way back on the objective here. Losing that T62 is going to be tough for the insurgents. It was really helping them hold the point here. 119 tickets to 409 as mortars from the Americans are continuing to just pound that north side. GTX 99 and smoked dope with that MGS. And I'm going to be honest here, this is not how you use an MGS. All right, this is a tank destroyer. It has the health of a striker. It doesn't really have the best anti-infantry, but you know what? They're just saying, we're doing it. We got a machine gun. We're gonna shove this machine gun into the point and see what happens. Mortars. This is what is this an actual hab? I just realized this just looks like a giant yurt. Like a huge building here for the insurgents. I think this is just like a nice little, like a play place. It's like an insurgent, I don't know. Big emplacement area, and special forces are trying to clear the area. Sausage Strangler knocks out one as frags go out, and you got close quarters fight as the UB-32s land again. Insurgents are on the south side of this objective. Special forces have finally breached the north side of the objective.
Did you kill the tank?
More rockets, but they are just barely. Oh, this is the rocket strike actually from the attack helicopter. Attack helicopter tries to soften up the position a little bit more. Grad now trying to land right on the bridge, and there it goes. What a shot by the Grad Queen. The Knight kids, Nate Archer, they get mopped up by that Grad. Clearing the south side, and it is, I don't think they've been able to cap just yet. Oh, they have been. North Highway Bridge is now halfway to neutral. Unbelievable. 96 tickets, and they might just be able to do it. But the insurgents, you can see they're hoofing it all the way to the point. This is the capture area. Remember how large it is, so insurgents can actually just get to the south side of the objective, keep the indirect fire up, and just hope they start to get enough infantry. Rex Leon starts getting distracted, sees it looks like that the U.S. Special Forces fob up.
Hey, I need you to push up with the rally and just kill everyone on the point. Same with one, you guys need to just solely go after infantry on the point.
Infantry trying to push back in, but the Bradley, you can see, is trying to lay down some suppressing fire.
Like right inside their ring, I was just shooting at it. Don't know if I killed
And RPG just barely misses that. Bradley lands a little bit short.
Or push bridge. No way we're gonna lose like this, bro. Come on.
87
the MP1 is
tickets.
on squad 4 mark. I'm gonna check it again. But
And
there's
Zaya
heavy
Wall
infantry
just
on squad
offering,
4 mark.
I think, some more recon, trying to figure out where the enemy
Yeah,
might
they're
be
building
pushing
an AA
from.
gun heli, so you
And-
better not pass over there again. I see them building an
I
AA
will
gun.
check for the BMP.
Hey, you need to push into the point and help the infantry, otherwise we're gonna lose the game.
Striker
Same with you, squad.
hit by RPGs, hit a second time. Now he's black smoke. Striker needs to get out of here.
Any armor on it. You just need to push up with the kill infantry.
And Insurgent reloads his RPG. One more into that side of the Striker, and you should be able to at least catch it on fire. He's not going to get that chance.
Yeah, the AA is up.
81 tickets and nearly neutral, but Insurgents are not giving up. And oh my goodness! Helicopter, I don't even know where that came from.
Hop in, and then
Helicopter just got absolutely fly swatted. I think that's now both helicopters are out of the fight. Yes, they are. Another 5 minutes before their first helicopter can get back. So,
Alright, can y'all just stop flying over their entire...
ooh, and that is a hell of a shot.
Helicopters happen to cost quite a few tickets.
Bradley, I don't think he can see it, but there's a SPG that is just flinging around from thousands of meters away. I don't think they're actually going to be able to do much at all. And they're already kind of on the next point, so this isn't captured just yet, despite hearing that that sound. You have a few infantry here. Wait, Pinch? Pinch is still up.
Start spawning E6 and running up. Then you guys die.
Pinch is still alive on the objective, and he could very well, it's 80% until it's capped. He could still make something happen here. But he needs to get up and be a little brave to do it. At this rate, it looks like pretty much uncontested now to finish off the point. 64 tickets, so although it looks like the Insurgents aren't able to hold the Americans just yet, depending on... Ooh, good shot. BMP. I think that was hit by ATGM. Should go down here, but the Americans, they've been losing a lot more tickets as the game has gone on. Ooh, there it goes. What a turret pop. Lav 25 just obliterated the nice good old control of delete by the BMP, and then Bradley does finally mop him up. But that's, you don't want to be losing your vehicles like this right now. Rockets landing actually clears out quite a lot of infantry. But two Community and Mango Man drive right through with their Mat V. So 49 tickets left, and now that is 149 as North Highway Bridge is finally secured.
If mortars just fucking pound the shit out of ECD. Not a lot of place for them to be.
And VCP is what it's all come down to.
Striking 8, so it's gonna be a while.
Based on the past couple points now, unless something changes, the U.S. is going to be pretty much down to like their last final tickets as they try to cap this. They really need to be a little bit more conservative with their tickets, be smarter with their vehicles. Well, that was a hell cannon. After all that, it just hits the river? Really? After all that? Oh man, that was like the most anticlimactic hell cannon I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Oh, and what a shot! That killed about 6 or 7. Look at all the insurgents. They're just splayed out on the side. MGS just peppering VCP.
Commander, do you have the UAV up soon?
No, I have 8 in this, so...
138 tickets, so...
Enemy SPG
Yeah,
are
this...
destroyed.
I think this is an insurgent... No, yeah, this is the Special Forces fob from earlier, so Dr. Sky trying to hold it, and, oh, the Night Fox might be able to save it. Needs to prevent that from bleeding out. One, it's just a great position
Man,
to attack from, but two, you don't want to lose your radio tickets. That's 20 tickets, and he needs to swap off to his shovel, and he's choosing to dig it down, actually. That is not necessarily a bad call. They're a little concerned that it was going to be too easy to lose the position and maybe hold it. So the Night Fox, if you're not aware, a radio costs 20 tickets, but if you yourself dig it down, it's your own friendly radio, you don't lose those 20 tickets. So Night Fox saying, you know what, they know where it is, we don't have control of the spot, let's not do this. Pick it up and try again. Not necessarily a bad move. Stryker now pushing out across the bridge, and they're full up with infantry trying to assault VCP.
Thank you for the ammo.
And only a
Okay,
couple.
thank you.
I thought they were gonna do a little bit more here, but here it goes. Squad 9 now.
They have a hell cannon. I'll mark it out.
We're gonna follow the Squad 9 Logi as they're actually
Middle of
stuck.
VCP, there's a hell
Can we
cannon.
Can we get some smoke mortars on VCP?
But this is... Oh, you know what? Never mind. Hold on a second. This southwest push might have actually worked. The MGS, that Stryker, has actually nailed the radio. So the radio is in the center of the objective, and neither of the habs are spawnable now because of the damage. I mean, look at this. Insurgents. Oh! I was going to say you're about to get overrun, but the Grad actually just lights up the infantry running out in the open field southwest of the position. Grad once again coming in clutch. There's infantry. You just need to be a little bit further on it. But this Grad, once again, indirect fire can save the insurgents. There is enemy mortar fire coming down, and they've dialed in that hell cannon position. But insurgents, as long as they can get that radio back up, and they have just over 1,000 ammo as well, Grad needs to thread the needle now. Wouldn't you be surprised if you have comms on the insurgent side saying a little short on that first one, a little long on the second one, and this one should be perfect as Queen, Muskie, Husky, Way they're leading the charge. And here goes the Grad. See if it's on target now. And it's even worse, unfortunately. The Grad has usually been pretty good, but you need to kind of focus right where that red and white smoke is in order to get a pretty good target saturation. And the mortars from the Americans, though, they are bang on the money, preventing the insurgents from digging up that radio, which means they can't get spawned in. And this is exactly what the insurgents, or this is exactly what the Americans needed to happen. They needed to have a really good, effective, and quick push for the next point. They just do not have the tickets. Gonna figure out what's going on over there. Rex Leon, he's got a... What are they doing?
Smoking the objective. Smoking
Be very careful. But mortars continuing to pop in, and you have a... Oh! You have a party bus! The party bus from earlier, they're trying to take two. And Big Fish actually does go down, or doesn't go down, but he loses his crew. And Wannabe and Gas Tank, well, Gas Tank the only one left. I don't know if he's able to bandage just yet, but they are trying to cut them off. Gas Tank is on the hab. This is the actual hab. It looks a little different in Global Escalation. Just kind of a bunch of ammo, so you might have insurgents Caught surprised here as a whole bunch of infantry are about to spawn in, unless he's able to shovel it down quick enough. Hab is up here. And whoop. Well, there you go. Rob spawns in, and he looks straight in the face of the Insurgent. VCP, they've managed to get the Hab and radio back up, so they are still holding. And we might have counted our chickens before they hatched. 81 tickets now, and the Insurgents are going to be able to spawn in and defend. Insurgent wave now, there it is. Insurgents are just pouring out of the Habs. Kenny does go down to once again another MGS shot, but Muskie Husky now flanking around the front side.
Do you see that infantryman just running across the field? I'm marking on 10 observe. I don't know if you see him. I'm spam marking.
He's going to try to breach the north side. This is absolute chaos. Tries to take a couple shots, nails one in the Humvee, a second one in the bunker. And the helicopter coming in with some close air support. That is a minigun. And he just needs to be careful because there's that anti-aircraft again. The AA gun lighting him up, and he's not able to get out. Makes one little burst with that minigun, and he is toast. Unfortunate because
I truck that was hitting you, but I couldn't hit him because he's behind a barrier. And the render distance didn't allow me.
Com's actually able to figure out where it was. Oh wow! Once again, this little play place. Insurgents trying to build more play places. Look at this is a crazy model.
Someone give me a strike request on VCP. I have a strike. Someone give me an attack request.
You have it.
Insurgents still trying to get this back up. The Hab on the south side is actually overrun because you have Gotta Go Fast, Lamp, Nate Archer, and Bowie off the back side. Northeast side, however, is open.
Hit with tow. I think it should die soon. Yeah, it blew up. A truck dead.
A is open, and they're trying to call in an airstrike or something to just put the final nail in the coffin. With 67 tickets, it's starting to cut it close. Not nearly enough bodies on VCP as you want if you're the Americans. Strike is inbound, and ooh, that's going to be kind of close. Need to watch out. Oh no, this is on fire, and no! Absolute chaos! The Logi pops and actually kills a handful. Insurgents holding the line, and there's just piles of bodies here. And the strike might just open it up. Hornet blasting apart the defenses at VCP, and now you have the Lav 25 as well. And hey, let's just throw in a late graphics explosion. Why not? And that might have just about done it. 58 tickets. And I'm not seeing much of anyone left on the point for the Insurgents. Their Hab is down. Their radio is damaged. No more spawns up.
Just throw bodies on ECB. Throw bodies on ECB.
Sub Rosa is up. 8th Wonder. I think that's actually it. A bunch of smoke now. The Lav also dropping a whole bunch of drive smoke around. And while that's happening, the southwest point, I think, has actually been, yes, it's on just about bleed out. Democracy Enjoyer with the MTLB. They've actually knocked out that southwest Hab position. And that was the only spawn they had. Oh, the grad coming in. And it needs to nail it, and it just might. A couple infantry for the Americans go down, and more. Sadist XQC Enjoyer blasted by the grad. And now they're popping the IEDs. More go down. Grad still trying to finish it off. And it might just be able to. Tozy, or Icy's it actually. It goes down on the southeast side.
You see a guest house.
Copy that.
Rob, I think, vanquished. There's more. St. Angelo goes down.
The VCV, we're not gonna lose it. We're already losing the radio.
33 tickets to 194, and Insurgents are back on the point. They're about to run right into Rob. Rob knocks out Poke. Chinchilla now. Ooh, Rob, is he going to be able to do it? He is. Chinchilla and Poke not able to stop Rob as he's on a warpath to the radio. Insurgents, though, they hold that eastern side, and this is all in on the point. 32 tickets to 192.
BMP, some kind of BMP on squad 4 mark. If you have eyes on it, check it.
And look at this, Tommy, or 2 Community rather, and Ron Burgundy. Their lav has just been toasted by the grad. Full auto by little Karg. Knocks out Tiberius. And now Size might also get the same treatment, but Size able to full auto himself. 9 tickets, and hold on, we got to swap to this so we can see.
There's an MTLB in that compound squad 1.
7 tickets to 177. It isn't over yet, but it is pretty dang close. They are capping, they say. And there goes 157 tickets to 0. Defenders. Defenders have actually almost ran out of tickets themselves, and that is one hell of a game. 330 kills to 306. 124 revives to 59. GG's.